Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna be replacing our brake pads and brake rotors on our 2018 BMW M550i. So first things first, we want to make sure that we are able to remove the whole brake disc. So make sure that you are able to remove this hex bit screw over here, because this is gonna allow us to remove the brake disc. So to do that, you're gonna need a number 6 hex bit socket, and so after that, have someone hold the brakes for you, have someone go inside the car and hold the brakes for you, so that the disc doesn't spin while you are trying to loosen the screw over here. So I already loosened mine, so I don't need to do that anymore. And next, after you've done that, we're gonna be removing our brake pads. So you're gonna need like something like this to like push the caliper pin that way. I mean, you can use anything. You can use like a punch pin or anything that fits in this little hole here, but just be careful that you don't damage your paint while you're hitting the screwdriver. All right, you guys, so after you guys remove the pins, go ahead and clean them out so that you can put them back clean. And after that, we're gonna go ahead and replace our brake pad sensor, which is right here. You guys can see. Right there. The camera doesn't want to focus. But yeah, this is the brake pad sensor, so we're gonna be replacing that also. So you can just use a pair of pliers to pull out the sensor from here. All right, so there it is, and just put it to a side for now. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the brake pads. All right, so for this part, use a flathead to pry the brake pad from here, but wrap over like a towel But yeah, wrap over like a towel, something like this, so that you don't scratch the paint on your caliper. So go ahead and do that. Let me make sure I don't scratch mine. And yeah, just like that, and then just like try to pry it outward like this, and it should come out. Before you guys decompress your brake caliper pistons, go ahead and open up this cover under your hood, and open up the brake fluid reservoir cap, and just leave it a little bit loose like that. And then you want to go ahead and put a rag around here, because as you guys pry the brake caliper pistons, some of the fluid will come up and you may have a spill. So you don't want to get that fluid anywhere, because it might damage your paint or any other metal painted surface. So yeah, you guys, something like this, and leave it like that. All right, you guys, so after we remove the brake pads, we are gonna be decompressing our brake caliper pistons right here, 2 on each side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use 2 screwdrivers like this, and we're gonna pry both of them at the same time, so that they decompress, so that they both decompress at the same time. So because if you do one, only one is gonna go down, and then the other one's gonna pop this way again. So yeah, do both at the same time. All right, you guys, so this is what it looks like after you guys decompress your brake caliper pistons. And then if you guys want, you can also check your reservoir to see if any fluid came out, which in our case nothing came out, but still keep the rags on, so that when you do the outside of the car. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and remove the caliper. So for that, we're gonna need to go on the back of the caliper, and I don't know if you guys can see. Hold on, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but we're gonna be removing this. Oh my god, I can't even use both hands. But you guys see this Torx bolt right there? Yeah, that's the bottom one. And then we're gonna be removing the top one as well, and then that's how we're gonna be able to take out the caliper. All right, you guys, so we got the brake caliper loose, and we got it hanging with a little bungee cord. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. And these are the Torx screws. These are the Torx bolts I was telling you guys about. You're gonna need a T16 Torx socket. I didn't have one, so I ended up using, I think, like a 16-point socket. It worked fine. It didn't strip the head or anything like that, but I wouldn't recommend using that. Use the T16. That's why you guys need to remove these bolts. So after that, now that you got the caliper hanging, now you guys can go ahead and remove the the brake disc. Alright you guys, so I actually had to use a rubber hammer to hit it all around the disc, and that broke the disc loose. Alright you guys, so this so this bit screw over here, that doesn't have to be too tight, so just make sure it's tight but not too tight. Now we're gonna put our brake caliper back, and we're gonna put the new brake pads. Okay, you guys, so I actually went ahead and cleaned up the little pistons over here. They had a little bit of glue from the old brake pads, so it's not the best, but I did take a lot of. So make sure you guys clean the glue off from here, and if you guys can get a wire brush, and also brush these little ends right here, this one and the bottom ones too. That's where the brake pads actually slide into. And since we have the brake caliper out, you guys can actually go ahead and grab your favorite cleaner and also just clean out your caliper so that it looks really shiny when you put it back. So yeah, you guys, I went ahead and cleaned out the caliper pins, and now we're gonna put them back. Make sure to put back the bracket over here that holds the brake pads also. That's where the caliper pin goes. Alright you guys, so now that you guys put the pins back and everything is back, the caliper and your brake disc, now we're gonna go ahead and change the brake pad sensor. So to do that, we just gotta follow along the wire and unplug it from the bracket. So just go ahead and push outwards. And I'll just go ahead and open up this little box over here. And then take it out from the box. And then unplug it from right here. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. It's so hard to record and do this work at the same time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put down the phone. 1 second, you guys. Okay, so put your new sensor in. Make sure it clicks. Okay. And then put it back on the little box over here. And then just put your new sensor with this little plastic piece facing your rotor. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, just slide it in there. So hard to do this with one hand, so I'm gonna have to put my phone down again. And yeah, you guys, that's it. Once you put the brake pad sensor in, you're all done. Now you just gotta put back the wheel. The only thing I do want to say is I'm not 100% sure what the torque specs are for the caliper torque bolts over here in the back. So if anybody out there knows what torque specs are, please leave it in the comment section so we can help other people out. But I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys found it helpful. If you guys have any other questions or anything that you guys want to ask, just leave it down in the comment section, and then I'll try to answer. All right, bye. All right, you guys, so I almost forgot, but after you've done the brakes, you want to make sure to start the car and pump the brakes a few times until the fluid pushes out again and pushes the brake caliper pistons out again. So the brake pedal may feel a little bit loose, but after you pump it a few times, it's gonna become firm again. So do that and then go for a drive and test your new brakes. And so yeah, just pump the brakes a few times.